and you want to investigate what Bud Light was doing with Dylan Mulvaney. It destroyed a brand that may not recover. What's your focus?
Well, listen, I can't think of a company in modern times that has more alienated its customer base and seemed to have so little understanding of who it is that actually drinks Bud Light. But this week I sent a letter to the CEO of Anheuser-Busch along with Senator Marsha Blackburn, because the CEO of Anheuser-Busch is also the CEO or the chairman of the Beer Institute, which is the regulatory body, the industry regulatory body that regulates itself. And one of the rules that beer companies are supposed to follow is they're not supposed to market to kids. Remember the whole Joe the Camel thing? This is the same thing here. Well, you know what? Dylan Mulvaney, a massive percentage of Dylan Mulvaney's audience are kids. And Budweiser was trying, I believe, with this ill-fated marketing attempt to target teenagers. If you look at things Dylan Mulvaney has online, it's things like Days of Girlhood. There's another video where Dylan Mulvaney is singing, "My name is Eloise and I am 6." There's another one where Dylan Mulvaney is shopping for Barbie dolls. These are clearly things aimed at teenagers and even children younger than teenagers, which violates the rules. And so we're calling on the Beer Institute to investigate the degree to which Anheuser-Busch knowingly was marketing to children in going down this road.
So look, I don't really care if people want to boycott Bud Light, and that's a market response, but I don't think the government has any business getting involved and going after a business for being woke or partnering with a trans influencer. That seems like big overreach for me, especially because Republicans just had a whole committee called the Weaponization of the Federal Government, talking about the many ways that the government is used as a weapon against conservatives. Is this not the opposite to some extent?
No, it's exactly that. And this whole idea that Dylan Mulvaney is somehow marketing to children as a way to get the government involved, it's not only completely diluted and false, but it really does show how much conservatives don't understand social media. Just because you're trans doesn't mean you have a audience of children. And I'm not able to understand the distinction there. Since when is Dylan Mulvaney a child actor?
No, Dylan Mulvaney's an adult. TikTok does have a lot of underage users, but let's be honest. There are tons of TikTokers who've done collaborations with alcohol brands. Ted Cruz has not tried to investigate a single one of them. It's a pretext. It's a pretext.
Right. And so what? Are we not allowed to have alcoholic brands market with influencers? Because I'm sure I have followers that are children. Everybody does, because you can't control that. So it's
kids watch TV. They watch the Super Bowl. Right. And there's ads.
Right. So, I just don't understand. It blows my mind how hypocritical the right can be when we sit here and we're saying, okay, we're targeted by the left. The government is weaponized against us.
True.
And that's not false. That's not false. The IRS is going after conservative organizations. We have proof. But then to use that same power to now go after people just because they're trans or they disagree with us ideologically, it blows my mind. We're all adults here. We should be able to scan our own behaviors and speech for hypocrisy. Why are we not able to do that? And our country has really just become very immature. Why are our politicians not able to say, hey, we can't do that, because then it would be completely hypocritical to what we stand for. I just don't see that anymore. And I feel like our entire country is acting like children that are fighting on the playground.
Yeah, Republicans, I'm very right-wing in my politics, but I am increasingly dissatisfied with Republicans because it constantly seems like they identify problems, but then will embrace the same things later. I was, for example, very against the fact that the federal government spied on the Trump campaign, right? And many Republicans raised murder about this, right? And were so outraged, almost all of them voted to reauthorize FISA, the federal law that allows the government to spy on Americans in the name of spying on foreign nationals. So they get all outraged, and then when it's their turn, they go and do the same crap. And that's why I'm sick of people like this. But
yeah.